news. This news is arguably the most impactful news in modern day boxing history. And this has been released already. This information has been released for maybe about 2 days now. But I came back from Riyadh season, fantastic time out there. And, it was Christmas Eve. I, being around the family, Christmas Day. I'm not going to work. I'm going to be around the family. And I am shocked to not see every boxing outlet talk about this. This is the most impactful news, arguably, in modern day boxing history. And it's this, that Top Rank, it looks like they've already agreed to a deal with DAZN for DAZN to be exclusively the provider of Top Rank promotions. This is the boxing revolution. Listen, out of the 5 fathers, you have Matchroom now and has been with DAZN. You have Queensberry with DAZN. You have Golden Boy with DAZN. And now you have Top Rank with DAZN. Out of all of the major, the only one left is the PBC. And PBC, might as well come on home, dog. Because listen. The reason why this is so impactful is how long have we been screaming out for boxing to be under one umbrella? When boxing is under one umbrella, there is no other side of the street. Everybody can fight everybody. Think about who's with Top Rank. The Torreses of the world, the Masons of the world, the Keyshawn Davis. You guys know who's out there on Top Rank. Now, it seems like they've already agreed to a deal that now they're with DAZN. All these fights can happen. You're talking about, you saw what Moses did. So you have Moses versus Torres. Do you understand how amazing that would be? These guys can all fight each other. And I'm talking about multiple times, rematches, wins or losses, not going to matter. It's all under one umbrella. Now, like I said, if you get PBC to come over, that's all of boxing under DAZN. And that right there, we will be living the dream. That is like, we've never had that. This would be the first time. And His Excellency, Turki Al-Sheikh, now, 13% owner? I think he owns a company who bought 13% of DAZN. So he's making those type of decisions with DAZN. DAZN is looking like DAZN's going to be the home of boxing, if not considered the home of boxing now that Top Rank will be with ESPN until July. So I'm assuming that this deal is going to be in effect sometime after that. This is a moment to celebrate, and this is the boxing revolution. Now, in speaking about the PBC, love you boys. The PBC, a good segue is the Gervonta Tank Davis post, and I did not know how to talk about this. A lot of you guys are still asking me what I think about this, and him saying the effing fight cancel or whatever. I mean, I don't even know. Listen, he didn't say canceled. He said, I don't know. He said cancel. There's a picture of a floor. I don't know if that's a hospital floor. I don't know if that's an airport. And then following that, he deactivated, or not deactivated his account, but he deleted everything on his Instagram account. And we've seen him deactivate his X before. I don't know what's going on. I didn't want to make an I don't know video, so I'm just adding this to this amazing news with Top Rank joining DAZN. But listen, the move of one, Gervonta is saying that he's going to retire at the end of 25. Now you have this post, and I'm looking into it, and it looks like the fight is still on. The tickets are still for sale. Lamont Roach said that he's still training. I still see the date on BoxRec, so it's not canceled. I want to say, especially with the delete of all his videos and stuff on his Instagram, I want to say he's having a temper tantrum. If you couple that with his threats of retiring, it feels like he's disgruntled, and it feels like he's uncomfortable where he is, or where he is. I don't even know what that means. or I don't know if he's doesn't like who he's fighting or how much he's getting paid. He said that boxing sucks, like all of boxing. So something is going on. I think this is a part of it, and I'm not going to break it down no further than that because this kind of reminds me of the rabbit hole that Ryan Garcia was sending us through when he was going through his, mental health issues and stuff leading up to the Devin Haney fight. A lot of you guys were like, well, Ryan said this and Ryan said that, and I told you guys repeatedly, I'm not going to listen to what Ryan is saying right now. He just doesn't seem like now, the Ampo fight is canceled. But when you saw him speaking about the Ampo fight and stuff like that, he seemed like he was healthy, right? And this Ryan Garcia is a Ryan Garcia that we can kind of listen to. But leading up to Devin Haney, there was a lot going on and he wasn't in his right mind. I'm going to see this as a Ryan Garcia moment. Like, he's not in his right mind. There's a lot of things that's kind of going on. He seems to be unhappy. And he seems to be having a temper tantrum and kind of lashing out or something. That's how it seems to me. I'm not going to see that post as news. I'm not sure what fight he's talking about. I'm not sure if he meant flight instead of fight. He could have meant flight. I don't know. Instead of fight. I don't know. But deleting his Instagram that just seems like he's just flipping the table and knocking the homework off his friend's table. Like, he just went crazy in class. All right. So that's how I'm going to see it until I get something official. Now, let's talk about Teofimo Lopez versus Matias in March. It seems like that fight is a done deal, and he's going to fight him in March. Good! There's a lot of people who really wanted Matias versus Teofimo Lopez until the Paro fight, right? And a lot of people are high on Matias. I told you guys, I was never really that high on Matias, all right? But everybody saw him as the guy, the boogeyman, and everybody's avoiding him, and everybody's ducking him. And now that Teo's going to fight him now, it's kind of like, I think the match is kind of gone. Which the magic is the same for me. Matias is the same fighter, all right? He just lost to Paro, which I think that makes sense. I had my money on Paro. But with that said, Teo fight Matias, that's a nice recovery because Teo was calling out Crawford, but nothing really happened there. They never started negotiating or anything other than outside the ring. They looked like they were about to scrap in real time, real life. But and then him and Boots were negotiating, and that fell through. And he needs to fight. And Matias being out of all those options, you go from Crawford to Boots falling through, and now Matias, that's good. I mean, if you're going to stay busy or get a fight in, there's a lot of people who probably think Matias would beat him. I mean, he's still the same guy. If you don't think Matias would win now, why would you think he would have won before, right? I mean, Paro? Teofimo Lopez versus Matias is still the matchup that it was. But I think that's appropriate. I'm happy about that fight in March, and that's good because it looked like we got some fights coming up. Right, you have February. You have David Benavidez, the Davis fighting versus Morrell. You have the greatest card ever, February 22nd. Right, we all know about that. The Benavidez versus Bivol rematch. You have Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach in March, and now you have Teofimo Lopez versus Matias. There's some good shit going on. Hell, I think Inoue is still fighting. It was postponed. I think it was pushed out to, you guys, let me know in the comments below. I forgot what it was pushed out to. So we got some good fights, man. But let me know how you feel about all of boxing. Look like it's about to be under one umbrella. What do you guys think about the PBC and the future of the PBC? Do you think that they will eventually go to the zone, or are they going to, try to extend their contract with Amazon Prime? There's a lot of stuff to think about. But for boxing, all of boxing being under one umbrella is what we've been pushing for in the war room. The boxing revolution. ShowBizz, I'm out.